Hello and welcome to Hard Line Rugby, the channel focusing on rugby union in the Americas. With 4 teams on bye weeks, only 4 games were held over the weekend. Saturday had a doubleheader set up at the LA Coliseum, while Sunday had matches held in New Orleans and a homecoming for Seattle. This is a review of Major League Rugby 2021 Round 7. The first game at the Coliseum had another California team act as hosts, as San Diego and New England returned to a stadium that neither team had won at so far. It took only 5 minutes to get the scoring started, when New England attack was able to make continuous gains before the ball was passed out to Dougie Fife, who added to his league-leading try total. The Free Jacks kept up their attack, and off a scrum 5 metres out from San Diego's try line, John Poland was able to snipe over for a 7-pointer to double the visitors' lead. As the 15th minute approached, it looked like the Legion were able to string some attacking play together. However, the ball was stripped away, and with the clear space in front, the Free Jacks were able to get their third of the match as Poland got his second. It wasn't until the second half when San Diego was able to score. After a quick penalty, the Legion used pick-and-go tactics from the forwards to get Jasa Vere Malua to score. Although the try counted, replay shows that it was actually knocked on. New England were able to turn it around, and Dougie Fife proved unstoppable as he set out to get not only his second of the match, but the try bonus point as well. Not wanting to go down without a fight, the Legion responded almost immediately, with winger Ryan Mateus getting the ball down on the wing, though the conversion was missed. With 11 minutes left on the clock, New England put the game away. A driving maul allowed Japanese World Cup player Kensuke Hatakeyama to get the Free Jacks' 5th and final try of the match. With any bonus point out of their grasp, San Diego was now playing for pride. A small gap was all Bjorn Basson needed as he sprinted over 60 metres to get the final score of the match and the third try for San Diego. A bruised and battered Legion was simply no match as the Free Jacks rode on. The second fixture had the Giltinis host Old Glory, welcoming the nation's capital team to the West Coast. Amazingly, it was DC that got the first point on the board, with Jason Robertson slotting between the posts to give the visitors the edge. It wasn't long before normalcy resumed, as LA unleashed their unstoppable try strategy. Adam Ashley Cooper broke free of the tackle, before Langi Hape Akui got the Giltinis into the lead with their first try. It was only minutes later before Ashley Cooper was able to muscle over and score his own try. LA were merciless, stealing the ball and kicking into space, allowing DTH Van der Merwe to score another try while adding to his own season total. Within 5 minutes, LA crossed the line again as Matt Gittow was able to add more than just conversions as he helped earn LA a try bonus point. JP Smith gave the team their 5th try before half-time, with the home side leading 33-3. The second half continued with aplomb for the Giltinis, with 2 more tries from Van der Merwe and Angus Cottrell respectively. With 10 minutes left, DC threw the kitchen sink at LA and was finally rewarded. After winning a penalty, Osei Kalindasau caught LA napping and launched over the try line, giving Old Glory a more modest score. It was then the Giltinis' turn to make a costly error as Glenn Bryce failed to collect the box kick, allowing DeMonte Noble to collect and sprint over for DC's second try, 2 minutes after their first and the final score of the game. There was no glory for DC in LA, as the Giltinis extended their unbeaten run further. Toronto returned to New Orleans for the second time this season to face the only original team they have yet to beat in MLR. The Arrows were the first team to score at the rain-soaked goal line. Continuous attack against the goal's defence allowed the visitors to edge ever closer before Manuel Montero was able to get over and score the first try of the match. The wet conditions made opportunities few and far between, with the next score not coming until the 30-minute mark. When the driving maul could only go so far, Toronto went wide to allow Gaston Mires to break ahead before offloading to Montero for his second try, as Toronto led 14-0 at the break. In the second half, New Orleans became a team possessed, literally, as they retained most of the possession. After failed attempts, the driving maul from the lineout paid dividends, and Cam Dolan got his team the try. Toronto's inability to get hands on the ball was haunting them, and when they gave away another advantage to New Orleans, the goal passed wide to Julian Dominguez, who pinned the ball down in the corner for a second try. The conversion was wide, but New Orleans was in the ascendancy. After Taylor Adams was sin-binned for not rolling away, New Orleans' penalty kick gave them the lead. and ensured the lead further when Dominguez was able to get his second of the match. The conversion gave them an 8-point lead and Toronto out of bonus point range. Even with Hanno Dirksen in the sin bin, the Owls were unable to get another score. New Orleans remains a bogey town for Toronto, but this was a remarkable comeback for the Gold. After 421 days, the two-time champions finally returned home to Starfire Stadium to face New York. Seattle were able to give the limited fans something to cheer for, as Ross Neal broke through the try line and ran unimpeded to score the first try of the match. 10 minutes later, New York got themselves on the board, with the boot of Dan Hollingshead slotting over a penalty. After Seattle conceded another penalty, the call was another kick at post, with Hollingshead reducing the deficit to 1 point. When it looked like the Roosters would be able to get a try under their belts, the seawall held strong. And when Andy Ellis was looking to pass, he was tackled and lost the ball. Ross Neal collected, and with the defence out of position, scored his second try. With minutes left of the half, the Seawolves utilised the driving maul from the line-out, and James Malcolm was able to get the score for the home team. With the conversion successful, Seattle led by 21-6 at the break. Early in the second half, it was a reverse of fortunes. This time, New York utilised their driving maul, and though Seattle provided stiff defence, it wasn't enough to stop Dylan Fawcett from scoring New York's first try of the match. With less than 10 minutes to go, the visitors needed another score. Using the pick-and-go method, New York edged closer and closer to Seattle's try line, until Hanko Jermichus was able to make the final stretch and dot down for his side. Another successful conversion, and Seattle only led by 1 point again. Only 5 minutes left in the game, and the Seawolves made a costly mistake. In their effort to turn the ball over, they gave away another penalty. Hollingshead lined up the shot, and with equal accuracy to all his other kicks, took his team to a 2-point lead. Then, to add to the drama, New York gave a penalty of their own for a high tackle. Matt Turner lined up, but the ball went heartbreakingly wide to deny them the win. Not the homecoming Seattle would have wanted, but an absolute thriller for any rugby fan.
Kyle, I missed one.
Oh, what a pickup! DeMonte Noble! Noble's racing through! Noble! He stunned everyone, like those that believe the earth is flat. DC, celebrate, try number 2. Here's another look at it. Bryce just looked up and great reach from DeMonte Noble.
These are my predictions for round 8. What are your predictions for round 8 and what was your favourite match of round 7? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification to stay up to date on all the videos for Hard Line Rugby. As always, my name is Stuart, and thanks for watching.